Strap in, folks. It's going to be a hectic one. All right, what do we got? We got Nexium to protect my stomach from all the acid burning it up from stress. I need a chair to. There we go. We got this deadly thing that's killing people. Jesus fucking. We'll get to this in a minute. And we got our pot pen. What's up? Let's dive right in, shall we? There's a whole lot going on. I made a video of me kind of walking around and yelling and all that shit, and it's uploading to YouTube right now as I'm making this 43 seconds in. There's a lot going on right now, man. We got a rainbow-headed clown, which who gives a shit about that moron? But I think it serves for a good like point of recognition for the circus that's happening. You know, it's no mistake that you turn on the tube and all you see is, hey, here's a pill for this, there's a pill for that, here's a pill because you fucked up and took these two, which we were wrong, but our bad. What, you lost 7 family members? Sorry. You got this moronic clown dancing around like a retard, snitching people out. So, you know, rainbow hair is the new afro, rainbow teeth is the new gold grill, and apparently snitching is the new thuggin'. Moving along. For too long, people with good education who come from a very, not just a decent, but a very decent background, basically money. They got money, the families got money, the people before them had money, the buddies have money. They make very sure to keep it that way. Have been able to influence us. Now let me be real clear, very fucking clear on what I mean by us. When I was a kid, I went to a school that was, I want to say it had to be every bit of 85, 90% black. My oldest friend on the planet, my father called him son, is black. I don't believe in that shit, man. I've definitely had my times when I got confused. It's very easy for that to happen, especially in the South. You know, you spend enough time away from where you come from, and you kind of start to forget who you are. It's very easy for that to happen, very. But I firmly believe as long as you remember it and kind of come back around, well, then there you go. You know, at least you get in touch with your roots, as they say. Us, them. In that school I went to, there was a Chinese kid and a Thai kid, a Puerto Rican kid. There was a German girl, Saruma, Japanese, black. There was white, and then there was me. You see, because I used to get jumped in school, man. If you're redheaded and pale, it just happened. Anybody telling you that, they're full of shit. They might have been one of those pretty red-haired kids that happened to slip by, but they damn sure saw one or two that just wanted to jump on them. I'm certain of that. So, you know, you get pretty good at being able to disappear. You get pretty good at fighting, stuff like that. But I used to have this kind of icebreaker that if I was meeting a new kid or meeting a new group of black kids that wanted to jump me or something like that, I'd say, hey, man, hey, you don't get it and he don't get it. And what are you talking about? You know, what don't we get, white boy? We're the black kids. Say, look, man, you're black. He's white. I'm fucking red. You know what I mean? I'm redheaded. Everybody wants to whoop my ass. You know? Hey, not much has changed, right? And that would, a lot of times, it would kind of click in their head, oh shit, that fucking white boy's got a little flavor. You know, he's right. You know, he's right. I saw him fighting yesterday. I saw him fighting last week. I'm going to see him fighting tomorrow. Shit. And I made new friends that way. But the us and them was always the rich kid with the brand new sneakers and the brand new Jordan shorts talking the most shit, right? You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about if you're one of us. Get it? Now you're starting to pick up on it. Those were always the ones stirring up the shit, man. They had the good sneakers. They had the good clothes. You know what I mean? And we didn't. I had to feel bad. I had to get made fun of. My parents had to feel horrible. A lot of this stuff I didn't even let them know about. I couldn't have. It would have broke their heart. So yeah, man, it was like that then, and to a very strong extent, it's like that now. You have people that had never had to worry about a thing in their life. They've been handed fucking everything. And now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not willing to get up and go to work. It doesn't mean that. It just means when you do, you're in a way better situation than I could probably ever be in. And chances are you were put there by ways and things and manners moved around by, oh, I don't know, your daddy, your granddaddy, you know, your rich uncle, whatever. If you have one person who in your family that has money who has helped you out from time to time, but you still have had your ass stomped, not even whooped, over and over to learn the lessons that you've had to throughout life, then this doesn't apply to you. If you are in a situation where you have no fucking worries, you are essentially carefree, you may act like you're not, but at the end of the day, if you and I are both sick, if we both have gangrene in our fucking kneecap, and the only way to fix that gangrene is a shot, which is $5,000, or we'll cut it off, which will build, we'll build the state. Well, you're gonna walk out with both legs. I'm gonna walk out with a brand new shiny, but hey, it's cool because I can put stickers on it and shit, right? See what I mean? Therein lies the dilemma. Therein lies the truth. Therein lies the point of it. It's the same thing on a much larger scale happening with all the bullshit with big medical, big agro, big tobacco, big MMJ, which that's coming. We ain't even met big marijuana yet, and we don't want to. It's just that on another level. It's meddling. Simply put in a word, it's meddling. It's assholes that think they know what's better for you and your family, dictating in a room that you can't go in a building you ain't allowed to be near, that's on a parking lot you can't fucking step foot on, dictating what's going to happen with you and your children. And then after we allow this to happen over and over and over, we all sit back and go, oh my goodness, it's Hillary Clinton, it's Donald Trump. I don't give a shit about that. To me, it's all the same. You understand? Basically. I think the right can be assholes. I think the left can be whiny bitches, but I see a lot of shit on the left that I dig. I see a lot of shit on the right that I don't. You understand? So I'm not fucking right or left. I'm not agnostic. I'm not any quote little word you can put on it. And they've always tried to do that with me too. See, back in the day, you could be a fucking individual. Now, you can't be an individual anymore. They have almost robbed us of our individuality. What do I mean by that? Well, I could say before, I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian, but I'm not an atheist. You understand? I believe there's something. And that's what I actually believe, I know there's something, but I don't choose to put a term or a name on it. So because of that, well, no. What you just don't understand the vernacular. You don't understand the reasoning behind it, the actual definition. What you are as an atheist? No. I don't know a fucking thing about atheism. I've never practiced it, never read a book, don't care to. Never gonna. Almost 40. You know what I mean? Not going to. Don't want to. So there it is. And it's the same thing with this political bullshit. Oh, you're not right, you're not left, well, you're agnostic, or what the fuck ever. It's a crock of shit. And all that really matters at the end of the day is that rich motherfuckers are getting poor motherfuckers to kill themselves, to kill each other. It's like what's going on with this shit right here with the FDA. The FDA doesn't give a flying fuck about you or your children. And I could right now on this video go in and look up the paragraph that reads, basically the nation must convince the people that everything is about the children and they will endure anything, their own deaths, for the sanctity of the children. The only problem with that paragraph is it's exactly what the FDA is stating and doing right now as we speak, but Hitler said that. That's Hitler's words. It's an excerpt from Adolf fucking Hitler. So yeah, shout out to Matt Elliott, aka the Reaper, for throwing that up at the in front of those assholes. It made me think of it, but it serves a very good point. A very good point. That's what we're seeing happen day in, day out. And if you have to get up at a horrible ass hour early in the morning and you got to go to a shit job that you don't like only to get a check that you know isn't what you earned and come home and pay bills you can't afford to fix the one thing you love more than anything on the planet, which is your kid, your wife, your grandma, yourself, your dog, but you just can't. You simply cannot. Now, if you are watching this and there's something going in your head right now, it's like, cannot? What do you mean cannot? I'm going to do then most likely you were raised with money, motherfucker. Because those of us without, it's just not in the fucking cards. Now, with me specifically, with the points I'm making, someone could go, well, hey man, yeah, you were in a position to do this and that, and it's due to the choices that you made. That's very, very true. I can't say one word about that. However, it doesn't in any way dismay, whatever dis you want to put on it, my original point, which is you are able to think like that. You're able to look at the world in the way in which you do because of the way you came up and what you not had to fight for, but rather what you never really had to fight for. You don't know what it's like to look at a dental visit as a magical thing, being deathly afraid because you've had to go through some bullshit, some horror stories, real horror stories, you can't get certain things. You'll never be in certain clubs. We'll put it like that. So where does that leave us? Am I just another asshole, just ranting, just wanting to yell? I don't think so, honestly, on this one. I didn't know I'd been going for 12 minutes either. I apologize for that, but fuck it. I told you to strap in. I've been doing this, vaping, regular e-liquid, which is 4 ingredients, propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, nicotine should you choose it, and flavors, which is why flavors are so important. It is the one crucial element you mix in with the other 2 liquids to make it desirable to those who need it. To make me sitting here and going, damn, this is delicious, man. I love these things. What? You want me to what? Get that out of here. What flavor is it? Tobacco? I already got tobacco. Oh, vaping's the devil. Don't do this. But make sure you keep your eyes out for Philip Morris's, aka Altria's new IQOS system, because they're fantastic. It's the same bullshit that's been pulled on us time and time again. I watched my old man go through it. I heard my grandfather speak about it. Now I'm experiencing it, and I gotta say, and I hate to say it this way, it makes me glad I never had a child. Because that's all I would be doing is just fretting what is this kid going to have to see? What's this kid going to have to go through? Stop letting people who are not us divide us. Us and them. I would love for it all just to be us. I would love for all the rich assholes to put down their rich asshole bullshit and come over and join us and us all work together and yabba dabba do. But you know it and I know it. It just ain't going to fucking happen. It's not going to happen. So where does that leave us? That means that motherfuckers like you watching, and me, got to wake the fuck up. We got to give each other a call, and we got to get together, man. We got to form a plan of action. One of the first plans of action that I'm aware of that I think helps to touch on it is going to be this march, this big vape march that's going down in Washington, D.C. Stay tuned for the date. It's coming. But it'll be one way that we can stand and show, look, there are this many of us. You can lie, but you can't lie about something this obvious. They're saying that vaping pot's killing you, and they're saying vaping's killing you. Well, I do both. And my lung capacity's never been better. I've never been able to run. I do go jogging. I don't run out of breath, wheezing. I could not do 1 push-up. I was 287 pounds. Now I can do 25. Bow, bow, bow. Vaping is not killing people. Vaping marijuana is not killing people. Vaping spice and horse shit and whatever some moron in some back room of a crack meth trailer decides to put in a cart that he ordered off of eBay and then sell for 25 times the amount he paid for that cart, that's what's killing people. If I take this and grind it up in a fucking blender and stick it in a vape cart and vape it, it's probably going to fuck me up. You know what I mean? I went to a dispensary. I know my stuff. I'm able to track it to the original seed that went in the ground. So I know right where this came from. Right where it came from. And speaking on that, I can speak on behalf, I think, or at least to some degree, on behalf of the medical marijuana community as a actual marijuana card holder, which is still valid as of today, that it's horse shit. It's bullshit. Yesterday, I went into a dispensary, been waiting to open because I heard really good things. They didn't have flower, which is the one thing, that's actual pot for you not pot smokers out there. Flower is just the bud, pot, the plant. Yeah, they didn't have any of that, but what they did have was some carts. You notice I'm not naming anything because I love the people that were in there. The girls in there were awesome, and it was a nice place. But their carts, man, were double the price of the street. Double. Things like this is what is dividing us, okay? And making your everyman, the guy without money, have to go and do what he's got to do. Hey, man, it's medicine. So let me get this straight. If I go and I cop a sack from a buddy and I burn a joint because my nerves are messed up, my heart's messing with me, I'm in pain, whatever it may be, I'm a crook. I'm a criminal. I'm a felon or whatever. But if I get a card and I go to a place that's some rich company, corporation, these are corporate places. This isn't mom and pop. This isn't Uncle Dan and Aunt Maria setting up a shop and, hey, come on in, we grow it. No, this is corporate. So it's the Coca-Cola of marijuana. Yeah, and the prices are ridiculous. People, it's very simple. They are weeding us apart. You want pot? That's fine if you got money. Oh, you don't? Sorry, we can't help you. You want medical? We got you. Oh, you don't have insurance? You're going to need to go in this line over here. Hey, look at the guy that's the new president. A whole lot of people wanted him. A whole lot of people, this other chick maybe. Oh, screw you. And in the middle of that happening, all of a sudden, if you believe in Donald Trump, you hate gays, you're a Nazi, you're a Gestapo member and all this other bullshit. But if you like this evil bitch that was caught literally like killing people, freedom, America. Now, having said that, did you make up that narrative? I know I didn't. I didn't create that narrative. Well, we have to sit and think, well, who would? Who has the power to do this? And who profits, key word, from it? From our division. I know something else you're thinking to yourself. Hey, Dan, that all sounds real good and fine. You're talking all that shit, but I notice that's a pretty nice looking house you're sitting in. So you're talking all this crap. I used to look at that as someone that was pretty much raised in a trailer my whole fucking life. Something with parts of the floor falling out. If I watched your video and you were like on Facebook when you're watching the videos and you were talking about how hard life was, I just flipped it. I'm like, he's in a house, he has no idea. Let me show you a little something. Because being screwed and being poor isn't enough. See, these days, if your area gets ravaged by one of the worst hurricanes, the second worst to ever touch American soil, Hurricane Michael, look it up, then, hey, here's your privilege right here, waiting on an insurance company. And it's not my house, it's my mother's house. They're screwing her. So, going to work all day, dealing with the stress of that, I get to come home and see the destroyed look in her eyes as she has to boil her water to take a hot bath. This is almost 1 year after this storm. Now, I had a buddy that told me, Daniel, all you need to do is just get a wire and a tube and get you a water heater, get just something. Well, that was coming from someone who can pick up a phone and just have anything happen, man. We didn't do that because our power is fucked. See, this is a light switch. You're going to hear it clicking. See that? Nothing. See this one right here behind me? You hear that? Half the power doesn't work. So we tried that. It didn't work. See what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to come from nothing. I know what it's like to have nothing. I know what it's like to put it all on the line for something you believe in and not much come of it. But I'm just fucking sick of letting it get me down. I'm sick of taking my anger and directing it inward and hating myself, basically, for being in an environment that is disgusting. And anyone who isn't walking around and thinks that things are pretty fucked up, you're probably the type of person I'm talking about. You're probably also the type of person that stands around acting like not only are you one of us, fuck, you're neck deep and upside down. Shit, you know what's going on more than anybody, right? Wrong. This isn't me whining. We're dealing with this, in our own way. It's not about that. I just wanted to show that for anybody going, hey man, you're full of shit. No, I'm not, man. And by the way, we built this house on our family's property. We moved into it. There is still the cardboard box from the TV sitting there because we took it out of the trailer. We brought it into the house, and 20 days later, we were hit by a hurricane. We haven't even bought furniture. We haven't even bought like real curtains, blinds, because all this is getting, I think, torn down. They got to do it again, and hopefully a storm won't hit us right after that. There's a whole lot of shit, man, that we all have to deal with every single day. I don't know your pain. I don't know the turmoil that you have to go through on an everyday basis. And chances are, shit, there's 80% of you make what I'm talking about look like a fucking day in the park. There's guys, you get up in the morning, you take care of your old lady that she's sick. You got 3 fucking kids, one of them is sick. You work 2 jobs. This should speak especially to you because I'm fucking sick of it, man. And I'm not trying to start a fucking GoFundMe. This has nothing to do with money. I don't want your money. I'm not asking anybody. You couldn't give me money. This is stop letting these assholes divide us. Stop forgetting where the fuck you came from and ask yourself, on the day you need it, you really like you have to have someone there who's got your back. Who's going to be there? You can lie to yourself all you want to, but you know the type of person that will be there, and you know the type of person that will not. Whether it's whatever bullshit excuse they want to give you. There's 1,000,001. Because it comes down to them. It's them, not us. What did Carlin say? It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, that's the same big club that used to beat you over the head all these years, telling you what to believe, what to think, and how to feel. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. No one seems to notice. No one seems to care. Good, hard-working, blue-collar, white-collar, doesn't matter what kind of shirt you have on, good, hard-working Americans will continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us. That Americans will remain willfully ignorant to the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every single day because the owners, the real owners of this country, know the truth. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Love you guys.